over my shoulder here is actually a paper check. And this paper check it's a giant version of a paper check. But this paper check is actually a legal contract where it's paid to the order of, and there's a memo section. And the memo section is important simply because you can say this is payment for this random collection, this random attempt to collect money. Getting paper checks is like a treasure chest of credit tools that will allow you to maintain perfect credit, because it's not just about getting a bill and then paying it on time like every Thursday, turning your credit card into a debit card. It's undoing the screw ups that are on purpose, that are meant to mess you up. And the way to countermeasure some of those dick moves is to use a paper check that you're paying. Choice number two, or option number two, is if you're paying with a paper check and sometimes you forget to charge for the last 2 months, let's say you forget to charge anything on your credit card. You can't make a direct deposit, direct money account to account transfer on a balance of $0. The number one reason why people don't get an on-time payment is they owe zero and they pay zero. So let me repeat that. So if you're using a credit card as a debit card, that's great. That way you'll have a bunch of small transactions and every month you'll be paying on time because you're paying every Thursday. Some people will use a debit card that their magic money comes in, and then they'll use a credit card once every never. And so what you can do with a paper check is you can pay $10 on a $0 balance, and then Experian, TransUnion, Equifax takes that $10 because the bank has to accept a paper check that's written, and they'll actually give you an on-time payment. So you can actually get an on-time payment of $0 if you're paying 10 bucks, and of course you get that 10 bucks back because it's a credit. Now, that's the difference between a 1, an on-time payment on your credit report that Experian, TransUnion, Equifax record, or an X. An X is a non-event, non-payment. So just because you have a credit card and you never use a credit card, you don't owe $10 on your credit card 1 month, or charging $20 and then paying $20, you get an X. And remember, credit reports make zero distinction whether you paid $25,000 on time or $25 on time. It's a near binary system. And if you're an engineer, you're probably just num 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 eating the stuff up. But if you're paying $25,000 on time, you get a 1. If you're paying $25,000 30 days late, that's a 2. And the reason it's called Duck 9 is after way past 120 days late, the bank's just like, too lazy to try to even collect the money. We're going to charge off that debt. They don't sue you. They don't really, they come after you in collections. They ruin your credit. But most people's credit actually gets ruined for under 200 bucks in a charge off. So that's not what you want to do. There's a lot of information there. I'm not going to repeat any more of that because I'm tired.